Hey guys, so today we have a fun build. We are doing a fall cottage in the woods. My thought process with this house was that maybe it was two grandparents that live out in the woods and do a little bit of gardening, fishing, that kind of stuff. I was kind of inspired for this house, kind of a mixture between Little Simsie's autumn cottage and then seamlessly did one as well. So that's kind of where I got the inspiration to do this house. I just kind of Googled fall cottages in the woods and picked out a couple inspiration pictures to kind of go off of. I didn't limit my packs on this build, kind of just went a little crazy. I don't have whatever the Halloween spooky pack, so I didn't have as many pumpkins as the other builders did, so I kind of would work with just the season's pumpkins, and then I did use a few from Cottage Living. They will ruin after about a week, but I didn't really think that was that big of a deal. If you play in this house, you just get rid of them. That roof trim from Cottage Living, it's a good idea in theory, but it just looks so chunky and bulky every time I try to use it. I guess it probably only works on the roof that comes with that pack. I don't know, I can never seem to get it to work. I did decide to add a little pond in front of this house just to kind of take up space, and like I said, kind of thought maybe the grandpa liked the fish or something. I love the look of the ponds, and I thought it just added a little more outdoorsy feel and surrounded it with a bunch of plants and stuff, and it just looked really cute. I didn't think to add any fireflies or anything like that to it. I guess I forgot that those were in the game until afterwards when I'm doing the voiceover, so it doesn't have any of those on it, but I end up taking this wreath off the door. I know the door already had a wreath on it, but I really wanted one that looked a little more fall. And so I put this one over the wreath that was on the door, but in the end I take it off, and I think I end up putting it on the back door. And I wanted to do some plants because I thought that one of them being a gardener would be a cute idea. But with it being fall, I knew that all the plants would die if I had them outside, so I added this little greenhouse to the side. just love the way this little greenhouse turns out. I think it's so cute. I personally am not any good at growing plants, but if I was into growing plants, I think I would love to have something like this. I love that the water hose is a clutter item in here. It makes the houses feel very realistic, and it's just a great little wall decor for outside. I originally had did this ivy going up the front, but then I found the trellises from the high school pack, so I switched them out for those. I struggled so hard with the wallpaper in this house. I don't remember exactly how long it took me, but like real time, but it took me forever to figure out what the wallpaper should look like. I thought maybe if I picked the couch first and then came back to the wallpaper, that would help. I struggled with the couch a little bit too, because I wanted like something almost grandma house vibes, but I didn't want like the cats and dogs type. I wanted the more kind of cottage living mixed with cats and dogs. And then I really wanted a checkered couch, but we didn't really have anything that looked like really comfortable, like you would see at your grandparents' house where you just want to climb up on the couch. So I ended up going with this color, this maroon color, which I end up changing. I love the maroon though. I will probably try and use it in another house at another point. And there just is no computer in this house. I mean, I guess you could add one, but I was originally thinking doing the old typewriter type computer. I just didn't really have a good space for it. I think this kitchen turned out so adorable and cozy. Just stuck here in the corner like this. It's the perfect little cottage kitchen. These upper cabinets are, they drive me crazy. I ended up having to use the tool mod to get it looking how I wanted to, like butt it up against the window there. I wanted it to look natural, but also wanted upper cabinets because it makes more sense and you have more storage, you know, if it was real life. So I had to use this corner cabinet and then use the tool mod to move it, and then I actually ended up sizing it down a little too, which makes it look like it just fits better next to that other cabinet. I'm still learning the tool mod, so I purposely saved this little area to do a fireplace. It actually, you know, lines up with the chimney outside. But it was a little bit overpowering, so I ended up using the tool mod to shrink it a little bit, and it just fits the space better. Here I am still struggling to figure out what kind of wallpaper I want in here. I was originally thinking some kind of wood or paneling on the walls, but when I did the wood floors, it was just way too much wood and brown. So I just went back and forth trying to figure out what to do. So it definitely needed the wood floors, and I loved these rustic looking wood ones. But that was just, it was way too much wood at that point, so I decided to add columns here to break up the checkered wallpaper and the stripes. And here's where I shrank the fireplace. And then I had the fun of finding another wallpaper that matched what I wanted. And there was 2 swatches on this one that they looked identical, so I kept going back and forth trying to figure out what the difference was, and I never did see a difference on it. So I don't know if that's just a bug or if I was just missing something, but it was weird. Now, I originally had 2 different side tables, but the perfectionist in me just couldn't handle it not matching, so I ended up making a match at the end here in just a minute. And I thought there just had to be a rocking chair somewhere in this house, so I ended up putting it in the bedroom here, and then I add a knitting basket too. I also didn't follow a budget on this house. I'm not sure what the end cost ended up being. On this picture here, I used the tool mod to get it to the size that I needed. And I just deleted the wall behind the fireplace long enough to get the picture where I needed it, and then I put the wall back. Placing everything on this mantle took a little bit of time, but I think it was worth it. I find some more autumn type cards later. I don't remember if I find them in debug or where I find them, but I end up putting those on the mantle as well. I'm fighting with the tool mod here with this box to get him placed on the shelf right, and then in the end I end up deleting him when I put the postcards up there. On the this bathroom, I kind of wanted it to look like it had been updated a little. Maybe not the original bathroom that came in the house, but it's been updated at some point. But I didn't want it modern, obviously, so I ended up going with this brown kind of color, and I did put a shower and tub and everything in there. And I did the little kind of sink down for the shower using the platform tool. Sometimes I just get bored with the showers that we have in the game, so this is a way to do something a little bit different. I try to use the tool mod a little bit in each build, just to get more familiar with it, so that next time I use it, maybe it won't take me quite as long to figure it out. I did playtest that shower as well, and it functions perfectly fine like that. And that's when I kind of got the idea to add the knitting stuff. I thought, for a house that has a grandma living in it, we had to have the knitting stuff. So I go back and I add that in there by the rocking chair. This took me a few minutes to do as well. I wanted the pumpkins growing in the back. I actually cut out, I looked for just the pumpkin crops, and I couldn't find them, so I just cut that bit out of the video, and I finally found this one that had all of them. So I just had to place it and get what I needed and delete it, and so I just put 4 crops because it was taking so long to do. And of course I have Patchy out there in the garden. I did a lot of terrain paint on this build, just trying to make it look like it fit and blend in a little better. I use that fern plant a lot in this build. It looks really good even in this fall season and like partially dead. It still is a good looking plant, so I use it a lot. I thought it was really pretty. Yeah, there's where I found the other cards in the debug menu. They're kind of more Thanksgiving, but they had the same colors. I did put a coffee cup there on the table. That will spoil like after you go into live mode, but I thought for the screenshots it was really cute. And I was looking for, there's an old-timey truck. I'm not sure which pack it's in, and I looked for it, so I don't know if I just missed it or if it's in a pack that I don't have. I assumed it was in Cottage Living because it's like a kind of rundown looking farm truck, but I could not find it, so I just had to use the one that I ended up using there. It's a little bit newer than what I wanted, but There's also a patch of grass that I've seen Simlessy use before. She kind of puts it along her fences, and I was looking for it as well, and I never found it either, so I'm not sure which debug that's in for which pack, but I couldn't find it either because I wanted a little patch of grass there around the mailbox, and I think I ended up putting a fence there along the house, and I wanted the grass there as well, and I just couldn't find it. It was taking up too much time to try to find it. And then I found the mushrooms, so I placed a few of those around just because they're cute and they add a little more woodsy vibes to the yard. I was trying to figure out what to do with that little front section there in front of the window. I ended up just deciding to do a bench there. And I toyed with the idea of adding chickens, but I never did go and add them, but you could easily add them in if you downloaded it. Yeah, so these are the pumpkins that I added from Cottage Living. I had placed several before I realized that they said spoils in 7 days, but I went ahead and left them in because it's not that big of a deal to go in and get rid of them once they spoil. And with me not having the other pack with all the pumpkins in it, I really needed some different pumpkins. So I went ahead and left them in. I figured it would be fine. And here's where I'm looking for that grass patch that I never was able to find. Yeah, it was at this point I realized that I did not have a bookshelf yet, so I just added this stack of books there on the dresser in the bedroom. I don't know if you can see it, but there's actually still leaves stacked along the top of the fireplace from when I was trying to place everything there. You can see it. I saw it in the screenshot, so I did go back and delete those. Yeah, so that's the whole build. It should be rolling the screenshots now. I hope you liked it. I will be doing a winter one too later. Already kind of mulling around some ideas for it. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and talk to you guys later. Bye.